between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. His first throw is an interception. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Right to the air with Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know what I like about that game? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Shotgun snap to Smith. The throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. When you see it throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snappers, great design, and tremendous execution.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
On the return, the Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Back to Jency. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now Smith. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys can take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Back to the air. It's Smith. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing on third, Smith. Escapes the pocket. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hits his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Herbert from the gun. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It's Hampton on second. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Hold the troops right. Line. Let's go. Ready?
To throw, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked!
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
They've got first down from the 31. Smith to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. He just gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. Dumps it off to his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And off to Genty. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another give here to Genty. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Smith on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pick up with 12 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Giving this to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Junior Colson bringing it into that play.
And that's a run that's all hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They go play action. Here's Smith. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Darius Davis to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over the first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Herbert to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's on the end route. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Chargers. With it, 3rd and 2. from the gun here. It's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going right this time with Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to Hampton. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
5-9. Hey, go Lion.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
59.
Herbert on first down. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Go.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Go. Route. Ram.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got it. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Completes, it's Myers. And he's brought to a stop after he's found plenty of room to run.
Good offenses, good play calling, know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun give here to Jensen. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he stops. That was Jamon Caldwell making the stop.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Okay, you see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. If you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
16 yards.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Herbert from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
I may love watching a great throw, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He was brought down at the 26.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the football outside. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on 4th down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for a sack.
A 40-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in. He gets this one to count.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead with Genty. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second and 4. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone run. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down. Looking to throw, Smith. That's caught for the first. And he's got it inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas. First and 10.
From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They give left side to Genty. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Here we go, hey. Left. Another look. Hey, it's a clip.
Smith back to throw. This throw is caught. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend.
That's good.
Tight end that moves chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
They give here to Genty. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Raiders now lead by 10.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Herbert back to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On first, it's second down.
Kappa. Baylor Tiger.
Back to the air, Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Herbert now to throw on third. This is hauled in by Harris. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Harris gets it on the draw. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Hey, cap. Home troops right. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Taylor, set. Ready, run. Ready.
Herbert now, blitz coming. On the move, headed right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 39-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Looking to throw. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Chargers first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That's completed right side. And he's gonna set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Count. 59, 59.
Setting up to pass. Drops this one off to Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut it to just 2 late in the game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that catch gives them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now, at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and 10.
Back to throw.
7-yard line.
Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Benjamin St-Juste picks it off. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Tie game, final quarter, the final minutes and seconds ticking away, Brock. I mean, this is dream scenario for a defender to have the chance to score the potential game winner.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand, and sometimes it'll fall for too many times sticking out the quarterback. This is the moment you live for. Oh, you got to maximize the situation. It's the same mindset for these defenders, and when they capitalize on it, well, you could see the celebration by his teammates.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey, watch one. 390%. Oh, it's on.
Now Smith coming off that pick. Man downfield, and Myers has it. They get there to take him down right to around the 41. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
41-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Here he is to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Back to the air. It's Smith. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to bring things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Hop in that window, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I